All right, you're probably getting together with family or friends this holiday season, people you know, but what would you do if you got an email from a complete stranger inviting themselves to dinner at your house? Video journalist Peter Wall found two people on both ends of a real-life stranger invitation and asked them to tell their story.
Well, we're always taught not to talk to strangers. Yeah, I mean, from the time we're little. But once you become an adult, you're out there in the world, you have to talk to strangers. So, I mean, that's fine to tell little kids don't talk to strangers, but it really isn't practical for adults not to talk to strangers, right? Last year, just before Christmas, I got an email from a stranger. And at first I thought, oh, isn't this nice? This guy wants to have dinner with me and he's inviting me over to his house. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do that. And then I reread it and I went, what? He's inviting himself to dinner at our house? That is so weird. Who is this guy?
The whole thing came about when I was scrambling on the internet, and I knew I had to get a gift for Hillary. And I came across Franke's website. And as soon as I saw that, I knew that somehow this had to do with this year's gift. So I quickly wrote Franke an email asking her if it would be possible to have dinner at her place. And I would give that dinner as a gift to my partner. As part of that, I offered to donate $200 to a charity of her choice. I kept on thinking, this must be a joke. No. And so I thought, well, maybe it is a joke, Maybe he's just pulling my leg that he wants to have dinner with me. And so I replied to him and I gave him a little bit of a test, and that was, I'm thrilled, yes, please. Love to host the dinner. The charity of my choice is the Yonge Street Mission. Please make the donation to that and then send me the tax receipt. And within about 2 hours, he'd replied. And so we were on. I wasn't really surprised that Franke went for it, just in the sense that based on her visual essays and what she'd done in the past, she seemed like someone that would be up for something a little different and be willing to take a risk. I had the idea pretty quickly that I was going to want to do a visual essay about it. I mean, that immediately I thought, hey, this could make a good story, right? This would be really fun. But I also had to sell my husband on it, right? He went for it right away. In the email that I had sent Franke, I didn't really want to reveal too much about myself, just because I didn't want to spoil the experience. Okay. I'm having this strange guy over to dinner, and he doesn't want to ruin the surprise by telling me about himself? I don't think so. I'm going to Google him. So I found out that Franke ended up Googling me and found out that I was a half-decent guy. So I think that kind of put some fears to rest. So then the big day arrives, and here I am. I'm cleaning the downstairs bathroom. I'm, putting out guest towels. I'm arranging flowers. I'm putting candles out. I'm doing the whole thing. And I'm going, this is so weird. I don't even know who these people are that are coming to dinner. And yet I'm going to all this preparation to create this really lovely dinner and experience. I must be nuts. I think both of us were feeling nervous, kind of wondering what to expect. And prior, I know we'd kind of rehearsed some conversation starters, questions we could ask to get the night started. And we opened the door, and I immediately thought, these are really good guys. They're really solid people. So I liked Mark and Hillary right away, which was a nice relief, because we really didn't know what it was going to be like. The door opened, and Bill swooped in from the kitchen, and there was lovely waft of dinner coming through, and they took our coats right away, offered drinks, and it was just really welcoming. When we sat down to dinner, we had so much to talk about. They had things that they wanted to ask us about. But because I'd done this Googling, I had lots of things that I was going to ask them about. Oh, it was fabulous.
It was fabulous. It was so much fun.
It was great. It was like dinner with friends, really. So it was a very pleasurable night.
I think it took me about 3 weeks to do the drawings. Like what I do is I mix the writing and the drawing and the photography all together into what I call a visual essay. And the reaction when I put it up was stunning. I had no idea it was going to be so popular. It crashed our servers. I've had lots of popular essays, but this one was like through the roof.
I think one reason why people really connected to this is because a lot of people would come up to me and share their own experiences connecting with strangers or acts of kindness.
What I liked about Mark's idea was that he could have gone out and bought something for Hillary, but instead he decided that he wanted to give her an experience. And I think the opportunity for people to give intangible experiences that actually benefit society is fantastic. What a great idea.
In the end, Hillary, I think, had a gift that she'll remember for a long time. And not only did she have a great evening, but she has 2 more friends.
There's inspiration. Coming up on The National, we'll have this story: the face-off over the legacy of Tim Horton. Plus this.
I wanted to do what I would want somebody to do for me if I was coming in their situation.
A warm welcome for immigrants in a snowy Newfoundland town. That's next on The National.